My goal is to teach philosophy as plainly and as practically as I can, avoiding profound speech for the sake of profundity. If you find a philosopher or a teacher in any discipline who exclusively uses the jargon of that discipline or the high-style language, I'd urge you to beware of his teaching, simply because it's easier to lie when you're using words that no one else understands. And of course, there's a time and place for such the use of language, but not when you're teaching the general public. In fact, if I had to point out one of the most important things to look for in a teacher, I would have to say that quality would be honesty. Now, there are a lot of other virtues that you could say, that you could argue for, and most all the virtues, of course, would be great for your teacher to have. But if I had to strip all of those away and just have one to build a basis, a relationship with a teacher, a place to begin learning, I would have to say that the teacher would first and foremost need to be honest. If your instructor is true to his word, you can be sure that they'll steer you in a proper direction. But you may ask, how can I know if my teacher's honest? And you'd be right to ask such a question. And I would answer by the observation and testimony of their personal and public lives. The quickest way to find out what type of individual you're dealing with is to see how they live. And if for some reason you don't care or don't have time to learn about the person before you learn anything else from them, my final warning will still stand. Regardless if your man is known to be honest or if he's known as a swindler, you should put to test all the things he claims to be true. Do not take anything that he says for face value, even if you trust him, and sometimes especially if you trust them. It's your duty to examine all of the claims that are put before you before you come to believe in them. Thanks for watching.